us to have a symbolic conversation. You know, as somebody said, is it a woman? Is it a black man? Is it this? Is he going too far? Is he going not far enough? That's not the way we need to have this conversation. We need to have a conversation about the degradation of humanity. And they don't want us to have that conversation. So, in a sense, to say, you know, Obama, did he give a good speech? I mean, obviously he gave a good speech. Nobody talks about race in America. He gave a great speech. But within the confines of the great speech, he never talked about systematic brutalization of people because he can't, because they won't allow him to have that conversation. We need to build power so that we can have that conversation in the mainstream venue.
Okay. Billy Wimsatt. I would like if you could share with us, Billy is the one of the founders of the League of Pissed Off Voters, now the League of Young Voters. And in 2004, one of the interesting things that happened in terms of the hip-hop activist community is that we went from having just local hip-hop organizations to having national ones, and Billy's group was one of them. Can you talk about some of the difficulties that you face with your organization in terms of moving into this national arena?
First of all, can you hear me in the back? Yeah, I want to say it's so moving to me to be here because I grew up in this neighborhood and I went to school right across the street at the lab schools, and I went also to Kenwood. And I had two sets of friends, one from private school and one from hip hop. And both sets of friends at a certain point in 9th grade all got into doing crazy drugs. And the set of friends who went to private school, their parents like sent them away to Europe and all kind of things. My other set of friends basically got set up for a whole set of ways to fail and die and end up in prison. And so it's coming back here to Chicago and seeing all these new buildings going up and seeing all my friends' houses being gone, it just tears me up inside. And it's so moving to be here in this room with you all right now. And my parents are actually here, right here, and right back there. And my girlfriend, Lenore, is here, who I met at the University of Chicago. So it means a lot to me to be here right now. And that's where all this came from, is losing my friends and being so fucking mad that we have to change this country so it stops destroying people. Okay? So that's where the League of Pissed Off Voters came from, the League of Young Voters. And in 2004, you know, we said, it's not about the candidates, it's about us. Okay, so we built our own local voting blocks and made our own local voter guides, just like people make. We said if you can make a demo tape, you can make a voter guide. Okay, if you can organize a party, you can organize a voting block and precinct captains at the polls and start electing candidates and kicking people out up and down the slate. And we've, so far in the last 4 years, we've helped elect or kick out 14 state and local candidates. We've helped pass 16 policies. And so it's not about the candidates, it's about us. And if you don't believe it's about us, sit right there in your seat. But if you believe that it's about us in this room, I want you to stand up right now. Stand up. And look around. Look around. And look around, because this is our team right here. This is our team. This is our community. And I want you to shake the hands of the people around you and shake their hands. Give them a hug. Give them some love. Because this is a room that sucks away energy. This room sucks away our energy, and we need to take it back. Just like all this gentrification is sucking away the life of the city, and we need to take it back. And if you believe you can do this, say yeah! All right, let's do this.
All right. I want to thank you, Billy. I want to get TJ, who has kind of removed himself here, into this conversation. TJ worked with me and Rosa and M1 and others to form the first National Hip Hop Political Convention in 2004. In 2006, TJ headed up the hip hop political convention here in Chicago. Can you just talk briefly about some of the national organizations and the work they're doing and the significance of national organizing for the hip hop community?
Okay, so you got like the National Hip Hop Political Convention that does conventions and put forth an agenda and is working to have local organizing committees all across the country that have a local agenda that represents the political interests of youth and young adults that have an affinity for hip hop. So that's one group. Then you got the Hip Hop Congress, right, who is more of a C4 lobbyist group based in D.C. that has created relationships with the Black Caucus. Rosa was actually on staff there for a little while and has put forth some